Lilian, I'm here! The Great Plains City. The houses look like big glass bubbles. Everything's so quiet. The people here live with nature, using the wind and sun for power. The wind and the hum of the machines are like a soft song, always playing in the background. It's beautiful.
Hey there. Welcome to our home. You passing through?
Yeah, sorta. I'm following my dad's journey through the 5 great cities, but I'm recording it for my sister Lilian. She's blind, so I'm trying to capture the sound on my journey and describe everything for her.
That's so sweet. I'm sure she would love it here. We're a peaceful town.
I know. My first few minutes here have already been so lovely. If you don't mind, can you tell me more about this place?
I'd love to. We find our homes in glass domes and rely on wind and solar power. It's a simple, yet fulfilling life. We value peace and harmony with nature. In fact, our harvest festival is starting tomorrow. You should come and record it for your sister. It's truly special.
That sounds amazing! I'd love to. Sis, it's nighttime now, and the whole city is celebrating. There's a big bonfire in the center, and everyone's gathered around. The music is gentle, like a lullaby. And the smell of roasted vegetable and herbs in the air.
Hey there. I'm so glad you could make it. The harvest festival is one of our oldest traditions. Here, we give thanks to the land, the wind, and the sun for sustaining us. How are you finding it?
I've never seen anything like this.
You know, there's a tale we tell every year at harvest. It's about the wind spirit, which watches over our city. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, please. I'd love that.
Long ago, before the Great Plains came to be, the wind spirit lived amongst the grasses, guiding travelers and protecting the land. Then, one day, a great storm threatened to destroy everything. The wind spirit, seeing the danger, called upon all the winds of the world to calm the storm. In doing so, the spirit saved the plains, but it was weakened and could no longer roam freely. The people of the plains, grateful for the wind spirit's sacrifice, built our city in harmony with the wind, so that the spirit would always have a home. Every year, during the harvest, we light a bonfire to honor the wind spirit and to remind us of the bond we share with it.
That's a wonderful story. I'll make sure Lilian hears it. Thank you for sharing it with me.
It's my pleasure. May the wind always guide you on your journey.
Lilian, I've arrived. Alora from the Plain City showed me to the docks at the river. A ferry took me to the next great city. Dad always mentioned how amazing the tall cliffs were here. He was right. I could see tall rocks in the distance. They look like giant fingers reaching up to the sky. The city is amazing. The houses are built on cliffs connected by bridges and boats everywhere.
Welcome. You look new. First time here?
Yeah, it is. I'm traveling to all the 5 great cities.
Oh, that sounds like a great adventure. What is the purpose of your travel?
When we were kids, my dad used to tell me and my sister stories about the 5 great cities. I'm recording everything for my sister. She's blind, so I want to bring the journey to her so she can experience it through sound.
That's a lovely mission. So did you build that contraction you were speaking into yourself?
Oh, yeah. I made this recorder. I've always enjoyed tinkering with electronics.
That's pretty clever. You know, the view from the top of the spires is incredible. It'd probably also make a great sound recording for your sister. Would you like me to show you around?
That would be awesome. Thanks. Sis, I'm at the top of one of the spires. The wind here is stronger, and I can see the whole city spread out below me. It's beautiful. The people walking around look like tiny ants. The people here pick special herbs they use in medicine, and they make the food taste really good.
Those herbs are why the city thrives, you know. We trade them with other cities. It's dangerous if you're not careful, but We've perfected the process. Well, almost.
I can imagine. But it seems worth it. The air up here is so fresh. And the view. Lilian, you can hear the boats below and the wind all around. It's like standing on top of the world.
You know, if you're interested, there's an old legend about these spires. They say the wind carries the whispers of ancient spirits. Sometimes, if you listen closely, you can hear them.
That's amazing. I'll keep an ear out.
If you're heading downriver, you might run into one of the fishermen, Lyra. She knows the best spots and might have some stories for your sister. Here, give her this coin. She'll know it's from me.
Thanks, Darian. I'll find her. Sis, I'm at the river's edge now. The water is so clear, and the boats are busy moving around like crazy.
Hey there, traveler. You look a bit lost. Trying to find the city?
Yeah, I'm a little lost. Darian from the Cliff City told me to follow this river, and he said a fisherwoman named Lyra would help me out.
Well, lucky you. I'm Lyra. Glad to meet you.
Oh, really? That is lucky. Darian gave me this coin to give to you.
Ah, finally paid off what he owes me. Darian's a good friend. I'll show you around. Don't worry. What's that thing you're talking into, by the way?
It's an audio recorder. I'm recording sounds and stories for my sister Lilian. She's blind, so I want her to hear all these amazing places.
Oh, you're really sweet, kid. In that case, I'd be glad to show you some of the best spots for your sister. Our homes are built right on the water, between each waterfall. But first, let's get you some food. My favorite fried fish.
That would be great. I am rather hungry. Thanks. Sis, I'm with Lyra now. She's showing me around. The houses are on water and the sound of the falls are everywhere. We're at a little stall where they're cooking fish. It smells amazing.
Here, try this. It's the best fish in the city. Fried wingfish. It's best with these firecrest herbs from the river city.
Wow, it's really good. Thanks, Lyra. Oh, Lyra, is it supposed to be this hot?
You're welcome. Sorry, I didn't warn you about the spice. There's always something happening here, though. The falls provide so much energy, and we've learned to live with their power. The lifts here use the weight of the water to move everything around.
That's incredible! How do the lifts work exactly?
Oh yeah, see those large buckets over there? We fill them with water from the falls. The weight pulls them down, which lifts whatever's on the platform up.
That's so sick! I can't wait to tell Lilian about this. Lilian, you can hear the people chatting in the water all around. It's like a big, friendly community built on water. Like a large village that's also a big boat.
If you want to record more for your sister, there's a solar barge at the bottom of the waterfalls where they meet the ocean. It can take you to the other continent.
Thanks, Lyra. What will it cost, though?
Don't sweat it. Captain owes me one. Tell you what, kid. If you promise to bring your little sister here when she's older, so I can meet her, I'll tell the captain to take you.
Wow. Absolutely. I promise. I know Lilian would love to meet you. Lilian, guess where I am? I'm at the harbor, right where the giant waterfalls crash into the ocean. The water rushes down like a wild, roaring dragon, and the air is full of tiny water droplets that tickle your face. It feels like the whole world is splashing and laughing. The boats here are like giant, colorful butterflies. They have huge wings, well, sails, that shine in the sunlight. And they don't have noisy engines like the boats at home. Instead, they soak up sunlight with these shiny panels on their sails. Lilian, you'd love it here. It's like living in one of Dad's bedtime stories. Sis, we've arrived at the 4th city. The land here is so dry, and the wind never stops. The ground is red and dusty with deep cracks running through it. It seems the people live in large cracks in the ground. The captain told me not to climb above them. It's so hot and dusty outside.
Young man, come here. You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm from across the ocean. Just got off the solar barge. I'm recording these cities for my sister Lilian.
Oh, why not bring her with you?
Well, she's blind. So I want her to experience them through sound.
That's a noble cause, young one. But still, why go through all this trouble?
My dad, he passed away not too long ago. He used to tell Lilian and me stories about these cities. Now that he's gone, I want to bring those stories to life for her. It's my way of keeping his memory alive.
Oh, I see. So your journey is about more than just the cities, yes? Your father would be a proud man. Have you thought about how you are going to get back to her at the end of your journey?
No, I haven't thought about that much, actually.
Well, lucky your story has warmed my heart. Reminds me of my brother. He used to travel the world. Here, this might just help you. It's a circuit core. We use them in most of the technology here. You should be able to trade it if you need to travel back to your home.
Thank you. That means a lot. Lilian, the people here are tough. To be fair, they have to be. I mean, with this harsh environment. Their homes are carved right into the rock walls of the crevices, like caves. It's cool and quiet inside, away from the wind. They mine a rare mineral here, deep in the earth. It's hazardous work, but it's what keeps the city alive. The wind powers everything. Their lights, their machines, even the deep wells that bring the water up from down below. Sis, the air here smells like dust and metal. It's not like the other cities. I can see why Dad said this was his least favorite place. Lilian, I'm about to board a train that runs underground. I'm going to the last great city Dad went to. The train is like a giant metal snake slithering through a secret tunnel. The train is made of shiny brass with gears and pipes everywhere. The train is picking up speed. Inside, it feels like a cozy lantern, warm and glowing. And it's like we're racing through a hidden world underground. The tunnel walls are flashing by. Sis, I've reached the 5th city. It's floating above the ground, tethered by giant chains. The air is hot here. You can feel the heat rising from the vents below. The whole city floats. kept up by big solar sails and the power of the Earth's heat. I wonder if they use the same sails from the waterfall city. The buildings look like giant ships, all connected by zip lines. People move between them on little trolleys. It's so otherworldly. Lilian, this city is amazing. It's in the sky above me. The heat from the vents below keep everything floating. They've got these big boats, tied to even bigger balloons. It's hot and windy up here, but the views are incredible. You can see the land far below, stretching out like a map. The people are always on the move, zipping between the buildings on those trolleys. It's so cool. Excuse me, do you know how I can get back to the first continent?
You'd need an airship for that, boy. But those aren't cheap. You got some to trade?
I have the circuit core. Will that work?
That's valuable. It could get you a ride on one of those smaller airships. Might even be enough to take you all the way back.
Great! Where can I find a captain willing to trade?
Look for Captain Arlen. He's usually down by the steamloader bays at the docks. If you're lucky, he might even be heading your direction.
Captain Arlen?
Yes? What do you want?
I need a ride back to my home. It's on the first continent, not far from the Plain City. I've got a circuit core to trade. Will that cover it?
The circuit core. Very well. It'll get you a spot on my airship. But we're leaving soon, so if you're coming, you better get on board.
Thank you, Captain. Sis, I'm on my way home now. The airship is so smooth, and the view is amazing. I can see the whole world below, all the places I've been. I can't wait to tell you all about it. Lilian, I'm almost home. I can see our village from here. It's so small compared to the other cities I've visited. Okay, I'm walking up the path now, so I'll see you soon. Feels like I've been away for years. Can't wait to tell you all the stories I've recorded. Dad would be so happy to know that I saw everything he told us about. Oh, there it is! I can see our house. I see you! In the garden, listening to the birds again. You know, out of all the places, hearing amazing sounds, I can't wait to hear your voice again.